So this is Nicole, and this is on Hooks and Needles, and I didn't think I was going to record a video this week, which is why I didn't do one yesterday, but my mailman came today and I got some packages in the mail from 123 Stitch, and I know that I'm going to want to open them up and dive into them, so I figured I would just get on here and let you know what I've been up to this week. My husband is at a meeting right now, so I've got all 4 kids. They're kind of distracted by technology. So I'm going to try to do this quick. Okay. So I've got whips, and then I've got a few new starts, and then I've got plans, and then I have some crochet at the end. So I'll start with what you guys have seen before. My first one was the February from Little House Needleworks, and I pulled this out because I realized that January is almost over, so worked on that a little bit. Last time I just had this border, so I added that flower and the house. So that was that. I'm going to try to stay organized, you guys. Okay, then also, from Little House Needleworks, I have been working on my He Is Risen. And this one reminds me that I do have, like I said, I've got some order in, and I've been buying a lot of stuff, actually. So when I get to the new stuff, that's when I'm going to show it to you. So right now, you will see, first of all, my progress. So last time I had told you that I didn't have this color right here. I went out and got it. So I did start on the tomb. And as you can see, I have a Q-snap. This is an 11 by 11 Q-snap, and I've never worked on one before, and I think I like it. And I'll let you know later in the video why I decided to purchase one of those. But that was my progress on that. And then this is an old one. You guys haven't seen this recently. This is the Artiste Mini Kit, Market Carrots. And I pretty much have the center part fully stitched. I finished up the market and did the square around it. And I've started on the back stitching of the C and the A. In this middle area, there's just a ton of back stitching left with the words and the carrots. And then I can move on to this stitching around here, and then the cute chicken wire. So I did pull that out and work on it for, like, I don't know, an hour or something. Not very long. Okay, so that's all my whips. Moving on to new starts. So I got really bored one night, and I didn't want to stitch on anything that I was currently working on. So I went through my stash, and I found these. These were sent to me, and I knew that there was some projects in here that I wanted to do. Let's see, in this one, there's this right here. Where do I go? It's not focusing, but it's a really cute like teapot with some wooden spoons in it. And then from this book, there's these two. There's that one and that one, and I want to do them as like a set, and then hang them in my kitchen because I think it would be adorable. So I pulled out of my fabric stash, I've got a bunch of this 28 count even weave. So I started that on this one, the big one. But you can tell, like, it's supposed to be this way, so it's actually stitched straight, but then you do this way. But this is the MCG Textiles 28 count even weave, and so it's not a true even weave, and it's pretty obvious in that one. So I decided to not do that. I'm thinking when I pick it up next, I want to use this, which is 32 count Belfast linen. I don't really like linen, but I have this, and I thought, why not give it a shot? So that was a new start / whatever. Also, out of one of those books, let me see which one it was in. I think it's in this one. Yes, it's in this one. So it's this trunk with a quilt, and I'm so sorry that's not focusing, but it's like a trunk with a quilt. So I did start that also on the 28 count even weave, and that one looks nice because, you know, it's going to be straight up. So I don't know if I'm going to finish it on this or also do it on this fabric or not. But anyway, that was something that I got into one night. That goes with that. So another new start. Okay, so this is inspired by two people. Jessie Marie from Jessie Marie Does Stuff, and Stitch and Mommy. I don't remember her name, but they're both on Flosstube. And Stitch and Mommy did a video of showing how to diagonally stitch on a full coverage project. So I really wanted to pull out one of mine, but I don't have the fabric. I want to get new fabric for it. So anyway, I had a piece of gridded fabric. It's, what is it? It's the 25 count easy count Lugana. So I had a piece of this. I had purchased it because I thought it would fit one of my other heids on there, but it didn't. So anyway, I was thinking, oh, I could pull out a haid and stitch the diagonal way. Well, I was playing around with it, and then I saw, what is it, Portia? She does the extreme cross-country videos, and so I tried that out, and I love it. So that is how I'm going to stitch my heids. But anyway, so I didn't have the fabric for the haid that I actually wanted to do, so I had to purchase a new one. Anyway, this one is super tiny. It is the Quick Stitch Tree Swallow, which I think is really cute. So I got that so I could try out the Extreme Cross Country. And I found out that I really enjoy it. So this is how far I got on that. This is one full page, and then I think this goes into the second page. So as you can see, it's really not that big of a project. I think it's like 6 pages altogether, and a few of them are just partial pages. So, but that was good because I figured out that I do enjoy that method, and that is the method that I want to use on my heids from now on. So, now we're moving on to plans. Oh my goodness. Okay. And since I just talked about the haid, I'm going to go into that one first. So, the one that I really wanted to do was the Quick Stitch in Father's Hands. And, so I got my fabric for it today. Woohoo! This should be big enough. It's the pre-gridded, the Lugana Easy Count, 25 count, you know. This one I had started before. Oh, and this is why I purchased the Q-Snap, was for my heids, because then I won't, I could just leave it on there, and I have pretty much the whole project, because this is like 11 by 11 3/4, so it'd pretty much be the whole thing on the surface area, and I can just stitch and stitch. So, but this one I did already start a while ago, and yes, I have quite a bit of it done, but doing the cross country, I realized, like, I just don't like changing colors. I don't like it. So I'm gonna restart it on the new fabric, doing the extreme cross country method. Okay. So the other one is this one. I don't think I worked at it at all this week, but this is Country Cottage Needleworks for Snowfall. And I told you guys last time that I was waiting on Cocoa Bean to replace the roof color that I have. So I got Cocoa Bean in the mail today. So now I can rip out the roof and the bunny. And yeah, I think it is lighter than that brown. And my lighting is horrible, you guys. It's a little bit cloudy outside, and I've got the dining room light on. But anyway, I think this brown will look a lot better. It's just a little bit lighter, and so now I can work on that one again. Okay. Also, you guys knew that I was waiting on this. So, I've got my Mary. Haven't opened it yet. I don't know when I'll start her, but I have her now, and I can work on that. And the last purchase for cross stitch I have is the Prairie Schooler Prairie Seasons. And this is the one that I purchased for the picture frame. It kind of looks like this, except it's one picture frame that I can put all 4 of them in. So, and I got some fabric for that. I haven't pulled any of the colors yet. I am hoping that it'll look okay. It looks kind of dark on here, which is fine, that's fine. But I'm excited to pull the colors and see how they look together. So, that was all the cross stitching I had. Moving on to crochet and knitting. So, I showed you last time that I started a blanket for my youngest daughter, and that is this one right here. And it is worked 2 strands folded together, held together, so sorry. And I did quite a bit of progress. I ran out of yarn, so now I need to go up to Wenatchee and Hobby Lobby and get more yarn before I can work on that again. And the other one that I was working on that you guys knew about was my knitting project. And this is by Lisa Much. Oops. Where's the front page? There it is. This is Auspice by Lisa Much. And last time I showed you guys, I was on the first set of short rows, which I believe, yeah, which would have been this area right here in between those eyelets. So obviously I did this row of eyelets, and again I am on another section of short rows. So that's coming along beautifully and fairly quickly because it's just knits. There's no purling in that, which is kind of nice. Okay. Then I've got a new little niece or nephew coming. I've told you guys that, and I started the bunny on it. Haven't made any more progress on the bunny, but I went through my stash to see what kind of baby blanket patterns I had, and I am praying for a little niece. I've told you guys before, I only have 2 nieces, and I don't even know how many nephews, but I've got a ton of them, and my 2 nieces are the oldest ones. They're the oldest will be 18 in March, and her sister, I believe, is 17, or will be 17 in April. Anyway, they're not little anymore, and I want a little baby girl. So I went through my stash, and I had this book, and I decided on this pattern. But I'm not going to do those flowers. And like I said, I'm hoping for a girl, so I'm going to make this green part purple. So I started on that. Just a very tiny little start. But I love the texture on this. Look at this. Okay, where's the front? So you guys are looking at the front right there. But look at that texture. And granted, it's only like 2 or 3 rows, but I love it. Okay, I think I have Okay, one more. So, of course, I'm looking for baby blanket patterns for my new niece or nephew, and I was on Pinterest, and I came across, oh darn it, I can't show you because I'm recording with my phone today, but I came across, it's by One Dog Woof. She's got a blog. She's a crochet designer, and it's like a bunny. It's called the Snuggle Bunny or something like that. And it is made with this yarn, which is Lion Brand Homespun Thick and Quick. And I'm not making this for my niece or nephew. I'm making this for my youngest daughter because I think it's so adorable. I want to keep it. But anyway, so I started on that, and actually I'll show you my first, this is my first attempt. This head looks a little scary, and it didn't shape out quite like I wanted it to. So after doing that, I used some regular worsted weight yarn so that I could figure out what the head was actually supposed to look like. And then I did it again. So the stitch markers are just to mark where I need to put in the nose and the eyes, which I need to do before I finish the head. But I think I want to buy some of those safety eyes, so I'm going to wait on that. So I did the body, which is not stuffed yet, but there's the body, and I've got an ear, which is so floppy and adorable. And I started on the other ear, but I can't find that right now. So that's all the yarny stuff that I've done. I do have two little quick acquisitions. So this I saw, it was on clearance at Hobby Lobby, and I purchased it for one poncho in particular, which is this one. I thought that looked really cute. So, but there are a few other, you know, nice looking ones in here. Like that one's nice. I think it's made with bulky yarn. So I purchased that, and I also saw this. This was from Joann's, and Q-hook Afghans. Q-hook is like a huge hook. And so these are all worked with like 2 strands together. This is the pattern I purchased this book for. I think that's really cute and classic, and that would probably be a super nice blanket to cuddle up under in the winter. And then there's, you know, classic chevron and a few other blankets in there as well. But so that's everything, you guys. Like I said, I didn't think I had a lot, but I guess preparing for this video I found out that I did have a lot this week. So but that's it. I think I've got a lot of stuff to keep me busy for the next week, and I guess I'll see you then. Okay, bye guys.